Quiet rural towns are built on a fragile sense of absolute safety, where front doors remain unlocked and community ties run generations deep, until an ordinary Tuesday morning shatters that illusion forever. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of the Calendar of Crime. On August 13, 2013, the humid summer air over St. Joseph, Louisiana, hung heavy as locals went about their midday routines in Tensas Parish, a quiet agricultural community resting along the Mississippi River. At the local branch of Tensas State Bank, long-serving employees processed routine transactions and greeted familiar customers, unaware that a dark disruption was hurtling toward their quiet town. Stepping into the air-conditioned lobby was 20-year-old Fuad Abdo Ahmed, a former high school football standout, whose athletic promise had long since been derailed by profound psychological distress. Carrying a duffel bag filled with disturbing intentions, Ahmed was gripped by severe paranoid schizophrenia and a turbulent delusion that invisible forces and external persecutors were conspiring against his life. Within moments, the quiet banking hall transformed into a chamber of absolute terror as Ahmed drew a handgun and an AK-47 rifle, locking the doors and trapping 3 veteran bank employees inside. Charles Henry Warbington Jr., Tamara Ladine McDaniel, and Patricia White found themselves looking into the eyes of a young man whose grip on reality had completely fractured. As local law enforcement and the Louisiana State Police rushed to cordon off the perimeter, a tense, agonizing hours-long standoff began under the scorching Louisiana sun. Negotiators worked feverishly, eventually reaching out to a friend of Ahmed's in Alaska, who managed to convince the distressed gunman to release Patricia White, leaving 2 terrified hostages still trapped inside with an increasingly erratic assailant. Inside the bank, Ahmed's internal turmoil reached a fatal tipping point as he turned his weapons on the remaining captives, fatally wounding Jay Warbington and critically injuring Tamara McDaniel before state police tactical teams made the split-second decision to breach the building. In the ensuing gunfire, officers neutralized the gunman, bringing an end to the siege, but leaving a community paralyzed by grief. In the days that followed, the small town of St. Joseph mourned the loss of cherished friends and colleagues whose decades of service had formed the backbone of local life. Memorial gatherings brought hundreds together to lean on shared faith and community resilience, grappling with the haunting intersection of untreated mental illness and sudden rural violence. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.